a couple hot hits from Young Cuzz and his crew, Do Work. And there was a couple tracks from Mike Crenshaw. Yeah. And there was another beginning of one that he might have wanted to get played, but hey.
Hey, no, I got time to play around all day, you know what I mean? But, and, you know, if you want to come check me out on the SoundCloud, you know, I got 3 whole profiles full of them. But if we want this main one out there, is Do Work Nation, DEWRKNATION. I had to pause because I forgot how to spell it. I'm not, you know, I won't keep it true, but yeah, check that out. Do Work Nation, all one word. You know, it's just I put together as many local artists as possible that are not doing it, but the ones that like have nothing else better to do, and that are probably getting in trouble, that you know have never been in the studio. I get them together and just put them in there. You know.
Yeah, we gotta try to help people out, and if we can get people to get their music out there.
Exactly.
That's what it's about. So we have a couple interesting topics to talk about here. One of them is first I want to just ask you, how do you feel that music can impact the minds of youth, both positive and negatively? Like, how did it impact you? Did you ever look up to the rappers that you were listening to and ever think that you want to be like that in a way or anything like that?
Well, back in the day, I never really like listened to music. When I'm like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, music was just music. It was whatever. I remember Nelly. It's getting hot, all that stuff. But I just thought that was like, that's just like whatever talk about. You feel me? It's just like whatever. Ludacris and all them Ja Rule. But when I got like 13, 14, 15, I started listening to Wayne. Lil Wayne. I'm like, this guy is like real educated. He's not rapping about. He's rapping. He's about whatever he's doing, but he's real educated in this rap stuff. And I was like, that's what's up. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's putting his words together. And music influenced me based off of being able to be smart. Don't dumb myself down. Just don't think that just because this person wants to listen to club bangers and gang banging music and riding around with 22-inch rims on Humvees and all that don't mean nothing. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Just you can be educated in rap and not dumb yourself down. You know what I mean? And that will impact a lot more people than knowing that you have a good mind and a good knowledgeable brain, and then you're just dumbing yourself down, and people ain't gonna want that. You feel me? And especially if they know that nowadays people do want that dumb stuff. Mm-hmm. But go ahead and tell them that Designer that came out with that new Panda song has a great education, and then people are gonna be like, whoa, wait, what? He has a good education, but we can't understand a word he's saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like Lil Wayne went to college and shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Excuse my language. Drake went to college. All like a lot of these artists are well educated. They're not. Some of them are unsigned artists straight off the streets and stuff, but it's different when it comes to like getting put on billboards and up there in the top charts, and millions and millions of people are going to listen to them. You have to be an educated person, be put up there. You can't be dumb. And they put the smartest of the smartest up there. And people have to realize the way they make music to impact people isn't to show people to be dumb. It's showing people that they're not smart enough to even realize what they're listening to.
Yes. Yeah, and so I definitely agree with that. And one of the things I want to talk about also is that in the AARP, it also talks about how music is a way for youth to get out of certain situations that they might be in. There's been reports of kids who have been almost suicidal, and they turn on their favorite song and they don't kill themselves. And it doesn't matter really what it is. Music just impacts their lives and keeps them in a positive vibe and everything. And something I've noticed lately is subconsciously, like a lot of the youth that I know, they'll be listening to this music and they're like, oh, this music doesn't impact me, I'm listening to it. And then next thing I know, they're acting like the same way that the people in the songs are talking about, even though they don't know a lot of the rappers that be rapping the way they do. They aren't about that life. They're not. Yeah. There was a report that I was listening to was talking about, I think it was Future. I think he was talking about dude smoking weed and everything like that, but he doesn't even do that.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't do what he's rapping about, and a lot of these rappers aren't doing what they're supposed to do. You know,
Yeah.
and that's because, you know, if we get caught up in drugs and everything, then
You go to jail.
it dumbs down our mind. You know,
Mhm.
and then next thing you know, we're adding to, you know, the 90% occupation rate in the privatized prisons and making people rich,
Mhm.
you know, off of our
Yeah.
stupidity and stuff. You know.
Yeah, most definitely. I completely understand that just because I've been in that situation. I've been in prison and just following those shoes. Luckily, and I can definitely say this with a strong mind behind it. I've never committed any crime based off of music.
Mm-hmm.
Music's, if anything, it saved my life. It saved myself from doing so, getting myself in the studio and making music, and that's good that you said you mentioned that and you put that out there. Like kids will feel suicidal in some ways and they'll have thoughts of like, you know, well, why am I even here? But they forgot the feeling of what living is, so they put on their favorite tune. And that tune, just that's not something that goes to their ears. That's going through their body. You know what I mean? That's going through their memory bank, their life, their lifestyle. You know what I mean? So they see it, they hear that. You know what I mean? And they visually see what they want in life. You feel me? They visually see what they want to feel in life. It's not about what you're hearing; it's about what you're seeing. And when they see that and they understand that life is more than just what people are putting it out there for you to feel, then it becomes amazing. You know what I mean? Instead of just indulging in all this dumbfounded little rap that they have nowadays, and it's crazy.
And then we need to bring back the good stuff, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Kendrick Lamar really was going to do it. Yeah, he's doing a great job. I got his, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. I got his album in my his new album was To Pimp a Butterfly. Got his album on Whip right now, bumping it all day. But yeah, I thought he was really doing something too to really do it. But in the end, it's like he has views, he has followers, and people are really indulging in stuff. But I just feel like he's I don't know, maybe he's too smart to be like dumbed down to even put it out there like that. Because a lot of people don't really know what he's saying or what he's understanding. I know what he's saying because I've listened to lyrics, and he's very knowledgeable. When you talk about black on black crime, and KKK movements, Black Panthers are the same exact way. People in prison. He puts all this stuff in his new album. Nothing has to do with anything about partying, popping bottles, pimping hoes, nothing like that. It's all straight, educated music, conscious music that's in his new album. It's pretty much, it's too real for people. People don't want to hear that. That's why you don't see people going down the street bumping Eminem because it's too real. You can't go like this and bump your head and swag. Like, oh, we're out here, you know what I mean, bumping a little new Eminem. No, because you're gonna be in your car like this, lean back, like thinking, I think about my life, like, what do I want to do now? I need to definitely turn around, and just go back home. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. And it sucks that it's so embedded nowadays in life about music. It's like you can't even just sit there and think about things while you're listening to music no more. You turn on the music and it's boom, I'm gonna get you moving and doing and going. That's cool, but let's think for a minute, man. You know what I mean? Let's think about what they're thinking about before they made this song, to really understand how did they capture those feelings into the music. It's music, man. It's not a new car. It's music. It's not a new pair of shoes.